he said we are not yet at the stage of Venezuela, is he aware that there's been protests, even in APC states? He's an APC member, and that people are protesting economic hardship in terms like it's on the increase. Is he aware that for the second time in less than 1 year that the president had to release, the latest was 102 metric tons of grains? Some states are yet to receive, but we learned that some states have got, even though they are complaining that they are all bad and all of that. I don't know how true that is. Is he aware that the dollar, the last time I checked, is at 1,500 per dollar? I don't know where to start from. Is he aware the rate of inflation and what exactly is going on in this country? Why do you have these government officials respond to issues without critically looking at themselves in the mirror? What do you think is going on? Let me defend my principle. My bad is not as bad as yours. Is that what it is?
Let me state that, first of all, what is happening, it's not just a Nigerian problem. In as much as I'm going to look at it from the Nigerian context, it's something we're seeing in the entirety of the entire continent of Africa. Before you start saying Nigeria's situation has not gotten as bad as that of Venezuela, you should ask yourself, what is the current state of Venezuela as at today? It's probably he doesn't understand the current state of Venezuela as at today. Because I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and I told him that we should just at some point abandon the Naira and actually use the dollar. Since we are now using the dollar for almost all our transactions, and you're telling us that our economy is not as bad of that of Venezuela. But the truth of the matter is that we're headed towards that direction, because when you look at the type of hardship we have in the country, the type of challenges we are facing as a people at this point in time, it tells you that we're heading towards that particular direction. And as it is right now, Nigeria is in a deep mess as at today, where we are seeing that we are now collecting what is called resource-backed loan. So we are using our resources to collect loans from these breadweight commissions, the IMF, the World Bank, and the rest of them. And so from some of these countries, these first world countries, you're using your resources, your crude, as a collateral or more like to collect loans from them. And at the end of the day, they sell the crude to get back what do you call it? To get back the loans you collected from them. So when you do this resource-backed loan, it actually falls back to the economy of the people. When you're saying that you're going to have 3%, you're projecting a 3% increment of your GDP by the end of this year. I laugh, because where is that going to come from? Because we all depend on oil. Even the Dangote refinery and even our Port Harcourt refinery could not on its own get crude to power the refinery.
Shell just distributed
so
crude.
They could not on its own to get crude. We have to source for these things. Why? Because we have loaned our crude. We have collected the use of our crude to collect loans. And this is a serious problem in the continent. You know, I've always spoken against these resource-backed loans, and this is part of the problems we have in the continent. I had a reason to do some transactions in Ghana, and I was talking to a few of my friends there and other who I expected them to get this thing done. And you discover that the Ghanaians who are actually working there were charging in dollars. And I asked myself a question that, what happens to your Ghana cedis? Why are you charging in dollars? Some law firms in Nigeria are charging Nigerians in dollars. Most of our government contracts are done in dollars. Why? Because the Naira is failing.